Franklin India Mutual Fund, which is one of the oldest asset management company in India, now it's growing very faster. Now company presence across the world and serving millions of investors. Hello friends, this is Vijay and welcome back to my channel. Friends, in this video, I would like to discuss about one mid-cap category mutual fund, which is Franklin India Prima Fund, which was launched in 1993. It's been 30 years now, which has been one of the oldest scheme in India. Since inception, the fund has generated 20% of return. If you have done 10,000 rupees SIP in the scheme since inception, now your investment value will be 36 lakh, market value will be 16 crore rupees. This is how this fund has created huge wealth for many investors. Friends, in this video, I would like to discuss more about this fund. Friends, you can stay till the end because you will be learning a lot in this video. Let's get started. Franklin India Prima Fund, which was launched in 1993. It's been 30 years now. If you look at the AUM, asset under management, which is 9,300 crores. If you look at the expense ratio, which is 1.70%. If you look at the NAV, net asset value, which is 2030. If you look at the asset allocation, 95% of allocation into equity market, 5% of allocation into debt market. Within equity, 15% of allocation into large cap, 70% of allocation into mid cap, 10% of allocation into small cap. Fund has got good diversification across the market capitalization. If you look at the top 5 sectors, 14% of allocation into banks, 7% of allocation into pharmaceutical and biotechnology, 6% of allocation into auto component, 5% of allocation into IT software, again 5% of allocation into consumer durable. If you look at the top 10 stocks, 3.7% of allocation into Federal Bank, 2.5% of allocation into Trent Limited, 2.4% of allocation into Deepak Nitrate, 2.3% of allocation into Equitas Small Finance Bank, 2.2% of allocation into Prestige Estate Project, 2.1% of allocation into Bharat Electronics, 2% of allocation into Coromandalam International, again 2% of allocation into REC Limited, again 2% of allocation into ICICI Bank, again 2% of allocation into Emphasis. If you look at the fund manager, R. Janki Raman, he has been managing the fund since 2008. He has got good amount of experience in the industry. If you look at the return, since inception, the fund has generated 20% of return, which is very good. If you have done 10,000 rupees SIP in the scheme since inception, now your investment value will be 36 lakh, market value will be 16 crore rupees. Friends, if you look at the scheme, over the last 30 years, the fund has been a biggest wealth creator for many investors. Many people are working from 10 years, 15 years, 20 years. Still, they don't even have a corpus of 10 lakh, 15 lakh. In spite of that, what you can do, you can invest in a systematic manner in a mutual fund so that you can create a huge wealth in the long term. Friends, many people think too much about the short term volatility and they will not invest into the equity market. In long run, they will miss bigger picture. Friends, today I would like to give one classic example how worst situations are best time for long term investment. Friends, we all know 2008. In 2008, across the world, we had economic recession. In 2008 January, Sensex was trading 21,000. After the recession, Sensex has corrected from 21,000 to 9,000. Sensex has corrected around 35%. Later, things were started to normalize. In 2012, Sensex was trading 15,000. In 2018, Sensex was trading 35,000. In spite of all the correction, Sensex has generated 20% of return within that time. Friends, in spite of all the volatility, all the correction, within that 10 years, Sensex has grown from 9,000 to 35,000. If you have invested systematically within that 10 years, let's say if you have done 5,000 rupees SIP, your investment value will be 6 lakh, market value will be 17 lakh rupees. Let's say if you have done 10,000 rupees SIP within that time, your investment value will be 12 lakh, market value will be 32 lakh. Friends, that's the reason you should not think too much about the short term volatility. You should always invest for long term. You should always remain invested. Friends, if you invest early, if you invest regularly, if you remain invested for a long term, definitely you can create a huge wealth in the long term. Friends, I hope you find this video useful. If you like this video, please to subscribe, please to share it with your community. If you required any help with regards to mutual fund investment, you can contact me in the below link. Thank you so much.